You are listening to ChartingWealth.com for Monday, the 31st of October, 2016. Market still in a confirmed down move. The total market, IYY. We have our second down candle. Actually, it's 1.5 two-day down candles. So it's the third day. We're waiting for this candle to be finished drawing on the 31st, but we have confirmed down moves. We've already been in a long-term weekly down move on the total market along with a two-day downturn. That two-day downturn started all the way back on the 24th of August. And if we go and look at the 4-hour chart on our total market, we see that it rotated over your jumping in point. We've told you to be watching for that over the last few days. Well, that happened, of course, on Thursday in the morning on the 27th, and we have seen, of course, a high that day, 107.23. And, of course, what was the low in this down move on Friday? Actually, the market rocketed all the way down to 105.94. So nice movements we've already seen in an inverse trade, and we've been talking about that over many, many weeks. If you haven't already listened to our inverse funds, how to make money when markets crash, you need to do that, my friends. It's available at the website and also at our YouTube channel. That's chartingwealth.com and the Charting Wealth YouTube channel. So we had entry points back on the 27th of October going down, working out quite well for you. Remember, we always look for a backup. That backup started occurring on the afternoon of the 18th when the market on the 4-hour chart rotated over going up, crossed over the signal line on the PPO, and then crossed back over going down, paralleling the down moves in the 2-day and the weekly trend line on the morning of the 27th. And we've seen the markets go in the direction. Remember, all things being equal, the market always moves in the direction of the biggest chart, and that is the weekly chart. That's why we chart it on our daily market worksheet. Now let's go back to the 2-day chart. Let's go to the S&P 500 as represented by SPY. It was down 0.30% for the day on Friday. It too is in a confirmed down move on the weekly and the 2-day chart since the 24th of August. If we look at the backup that had been occurring over the last few days on the 4-hour chart, we saw that ended in the afternoon of the 27th, and it's been going down since then. As we talked about, you can find inverse funds such as CH, as in Charlie Hotel, to say that phonetically. It is the ProShares Short S&P 500 ETF. It has been going up as the S&P 500 has been going down. It actually crossed over going up there on the afternoon of Thursday the 27th. The low was 38.47. How high was the high on Friday? It was up as high as $38.88, $4. Not bad in a day and a half, is it? Does it pay to pay attention to these charts to learn how we do it? It does. We want you to practice. Practice makes perfect. When you get good at it, then and only then can you go from practicing with virtual money by opening yourself up a virtual trading account in any of the online brokers. Then you can make up your own mind and use real money. We are not a stock calling service. We're simply here as an education firm. We want you to learn how this stuff works. Now let's look at the Qs. That's the NASDAQ 100. It was down over the course of the day. Also on Friday, 0.63%. It too is in a long-term downtrend on the weekly. That only happened back on Friday the 21st when it crossed over going down on our weekly chart. And the 2-day chart's in a confirmed down move. Also, the MACD had been backing up for a few days since the afternoon of the 18th of October and crossed over going down on the afternoon of the 27th. And of course, continued down on Friday. So you had a good buy-in point there on Thursday afternoon. Hopefully you got into a down move on something like, I don't know, how about QID? What is that? Well, QID is ProShares Ultra Short Qs. So it's the ultra short of the NASDAQ. It has been shooting up. When it crossed over going up, it crossed over at a high of 24.62, a low of 24.23. And what was its high on Friday? 25.01. So again, that is a double short. So please pay attention. Listen to us on a daily basis. Practice this stuff. Get good at it. And then get out there in the market. And again, practice, practice, practice with these virtual trades. Now, let's go to gold lastly on our 2-day chart. Gold is trying its best to cross over, going up on that 2-day chart. Still in a confirmed down move on the weekly chart. But what do we pay attention to in gold that's worked for us for the last many months? Our 4-day chart crossed over, going up at a high of 120.42, a low of 119.67. And how high did it get on Friday? It went all the way up to 122.48. So again, this 4-hour chart is a beautiful thing. So please let us hear from you at chartingwealth.com. We appreciate you. We appreciate you paying attention, following us every day, making sure you fill out that daily market worksheet. If you don't have one, you can get it by simply subscribing to our podcast at chartingwealth.com. Put in your email address and your first name. We'll fire that off to you along with 3 links. The daily market worksheet, the PDF for that. You can print out multiple copies, fill them out every day. Got an online training at the website and at our YouTube channel that will teach you how to use the daily market worksheet. You'll see it. It's the last training that we've done. You'll also get our new, since we've started using the PPO, the price percent oscillator, you'll get the new layout that we use at freestockcharts.com. You'll also get a link to that, and you will get a link to our How to Read a Stock Chart video. Folks, we do all this for you. We want you to use it. Just because it's free, it doesn't mean that you should not value it. Please, we do this for you. We want you to get good at this. We want you to become market masters, masters of your own futures and domain. If you can read stock charts, you've got a pathway to wealth. Whether you've got a high school diploma, a GED, a PhD, whether you're an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, or you collect trash for the city sanitation service. I'm telling you, some of the best people I know that know the market and can actually make money in it are folks with just high school diplomas. This is all about you devoting the time and energy. I know plenty of doctors who don't know what's going on, and plenty of folks that didn't even get out of high school that know how to make money in the market. You got to practice. It takes some time, some resources, some energy on your part, but you can do it if you'll just put the time in. The thing that most human beings lack is perseverance. And you have perseverance, my friends. Think about it. Water tears down mountains. It does it over time. It's perseverance that will make you great. Stay with us. Stick with us. Practice every day, and you will succeed. God bless from chartingwealth.com.